what do y'all believe? I'm gonna give y'all one that people seem to always associate with
the white man. I'm playing.
I mean,
the fans. That's what the fans want.
The new audience.
The fans want to hear Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne.
The audience is young now.
The new generation.
That's what's going to be put out.
Blame the short attention spans.
They just know like the 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, like the new kids at the middle school, high school.
The older kids.
They don't know about the real music.
Yeah.
Also, they hear Nicki Minaj on the radio, so they just start liking her, or Gucci, or these other white rappers.
Also, you gotta think about profit-wise, because now the music industry, money has been more built up than say in the 90s or 80s. Now you didn't get a lot of money like $2 million contract as compared now like Drake is. You have industry, so you have a corporation. So when your corporation built up, you have to distribute more to an audience, just an ecstasy or just a kind of social background.
I'm gonna say both. It's more in the industry though, because of how times have changed. Even like when hip hop was coming through its earlier ages, to like at least the 90s when it was NWA too, and Tupac and everybody else, it still had positive messages behind it. Now it's just it's getting twisted, just promoting negative things. True, but they don't get it. They don't have the promotion like a Gucci or like a.
What are you talking about? The cool one.
The thing about it wasn't that Gucci had a street movement going. Everybody was it wasn't going to be the big promotion.
Lupe was not like people knew about Lupe. He wasn't out there as much as like 50 Cent.
You have promotional street kings.
Alright, so y'all, I'm hearing a lot of industry and everything like that. What people are normally associated with is just the record labels themselves is the exact main reason why hip-hop artists are now just adjusting their lyrics, basically, by saying, this is nice what you had before, but, change it up a little bit, because you're basically getting paid more, they're helping you get more voice, or something like that.
But, like, even with that, you can say the record labels, you can say the distribution record labels, like the big name was like Atlantic, Interscope. The big name was, as far as like record companies, there's a whole bunch of record companies out there made for black people, but distribution wise, we don't have a black owned distribution company. It's not one.
So you saying if it was black owned, it would
probably have a better message behind it.
But you think about it,
no,
but you gotta think about like this, the distribution.
But by saying
about the black people, so it's their fault. I'm sorry.
Exactly, it's like the distribution companies, the record companies, they make money. And if you invest money into an artist, you're gonna tell them what to say.
So y'all are pretty much agreeing with what people have normally said about the record labels being the ones
to
really
control. I don't blame the record labels because they're in a business to make money.
It doesn't have to do with them. Black and white is just making money. You got more white people that buy these albums than black people.
And that's what they want. It's the fans. If the fans want to hear balance, if they want to hear positivity in their music, then they're going to go out and purchase it. But they don't want to hear that. They want to hear someone from the trap. They want to get what you want. Positivity is not usually that entertaining.
And rocker.
It's not that. Positivity is not that entertaining.
If I wanted positivity, I'll listen to gospel. That's what I'm saying.
And Rockefeller wasn't a distribution company. Sorry.
Yeah, they wasn't a
distribution company.
Interesting. As far as what Nas implemented, once he implemented that, I realized that everybody seems to be going with his that phrase. So do y'all agree with the phrase? Do y'all believe hip hop is something that would never die, or is it on its way to dying?
Mainstream hip hop is dead. Hip hop as a whole, it's still alive. You got new artists coming out that people don't really know about because they're in the underground. They don't want to be corrupted by the industry. They're not letting the industry change. But the mainstream. Yeah, it's pretty much.
Well, technically, hip hop isn't dead because you got the 4 elements of hip hop. B-boying, graffiti.
Right.
Okay, so you do believe in it,
and the actual rapper, but mainstream rap.
It's pretty much
dead. It's dead because
but I'm talking about rap.
Hip hop, but hip hop is a culture.
Right.
Hip hop is a part of American culture. If you think hip hop is dead, that means you're gonna say American culture.
Well, you can't say that because hip hop is part of American culture.
That's what I mean.
That's
what I mean. Not saying if you're gonna say hip hop is dead, you're gonna say American culture is dead as well because it's a culture. But as far as rap is concerned, mainstream rap is dead. Mainstream rap is dead because it's like music as a whole, they moved their way into the internet. And it's like the radio, that's like an outdated version of music. So it's like people don't listen to the radio, people don't buy the CDs, so it's like they're losing money. So like they're gonna put out they're gonna put out a one-hit wonder, so they can actually get the money back for what they're gonna lose off the album.
Perfect example, Mike Jones. We ain't heard from Mike Jones still tipping on 4-4. What is he doing?
He's in UPS. Can I take your order, please?
Yeah,
another example, Lil Jon. Lil Jon was running the country for 4 years.
Lil Jon is
producing.
You said, I don't think about that. You still got artists like B.O.B. He's still like on your hip hop, even though he's going into mainstream right now, which I hope he don't fade away because people don't like his lyrics. But you still have hip hop that's still like, you still have artists that's still coming up, but you still have to also economy.
Okay.
Wait. Before you go there, back to Omar's point about the internet. Artists and the record labels don't know how to maintain due to this internet wave of people to download the mixtapes faster. That's why you see record labels taking away.
But I think the artists do. To take a Wiz Khalifa for example, he put out a mixtape last month. Right. And then he put out then he had a concert like the beginning of April. Everybody flooded out to it because the people download. He gets a lot of money.
Right.
The artists know how to, but the record label doesn't.
Right. I'm saying not all artists. It's the ones that do.
I think a lot of artists do because you see a lot of mixtapes coming out. You don't see a lot of
by saying that,
a lot of mixtapes coming out.
By saying that, you think that it's best for artists maybe just govern themselves, maybe stay underground.
Of course, because they're able to push their message out there and they're able to make money. Because even though mixtapes are free, the concerts that they do and the buzz that they generate,
that's what the money is.
They'll get the money because concerts are always.
I wouldn't say money wise, but I'll say give you more free expression. Because when you sign with a contract, you have to go with these boundaries, these rules. Like most artists sign with a contract, they have to stay within their boundaries, what they can sell and not sell, how they want to distribute it. So I believe if you stay on the ground, you stay and true yourself, true your fans, and true your music. You're not gonna be contemporary by anybody else.
It's the new slave trade. It's the new slave trade.
Think too short. He's been in the game for like how many? Like 25 years. 2 decades. He never signed with a major. He's been independent, and he's been successful. He's put out an album live room.
Look at Master P. Took a company from the ground up, just on basically in Louisiana. Then he moved to California and never signed with a major record. Take it back. He signed private.
And you can also say Cash Money. You can also say Cash Money because they were independent and they had their own movement. Right. Now they signed.
They signed them.
But they sell a lot because Lil Wayne's on Cash County.
That the lyrical content maybe is dead. As far as this is like all y'all hear now.
Bro, people really like change, man.
Wow. In the mainstream
is dead.
Because like that's all you hear is Soulja Boy, Gucci Mane, Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, Drake, and you hear that 15 times in a row.
You hear the and
there's a lot of young money.
Yeah, and it's the oversaturation of the same music over and over again. That's why people go out to the internet to find new artists. Like look at your XXL magazine or The Source. They talk about new artists. They don't get any respect because they're strictly on the underground, or people don't like them because they're not talking about the specific things, cash, selling drugs, having sex with women, getting cars, stuff like that. So I kind of blame. It's kind of different ways of blaming on people, industry, artists, but overall as a collective, we all need some help somehow.
I just think it's the fans. The fans gotta change what they perception are. It's like the fans is like they just ignorant. They just want to hear the same thing about selling drugs, even though they never sold a drug or sold a drug. Wait. Actually, within the community where you could be access to drugs a day in their lives. They just want to hear that.
About that though, you can't say what fans you talking about.
I'm talking about fans in the mainstream now that actually go out, buy the ringtone, buy the records, go out to the 160 parks, vote the videos on the countdown.
So basically,
the mainstream fans.
So basically, the people that are ignorant to the fact of not knowing about new artists,
not so much ignorant,
and the free community,
but not so much ignorant. I think so much they want to be entertained because all they want to hear is just Gucci Mane and then the new dance. Take the Flex. The Flex has no lyrics whatsoever.
That's just a party.
It's a party.
Come on, you can't talk about the Flex, man.
There's no lyrics in it whatsoever. But you got people even on a college campus take the AUC. They hear it all the time. Every function you hear flexing. You hear all the way to turned up. You hear whatever, rich kids, whatever they're called, but they got no money anyway. Like, all they do is the same.
They don't. I went to school one.
Exactly. It's like,
you went to school with everybody.
It's like they do the same dances, and people just want to do the same thing. It's like they get caught up in a group think, where they just got to do the same thing, got to do the same dance, listen to the same music, and all that, and that's it. And they will go out and buy a record.